stage, and then I'm gonna do something that's a little bit different for me. I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit. Is that okay? Okay. Let's start over here, right? Alright. Over here at the camera, you might see him walking around with the camera and the glasses. We got Dirty Joe. We get a round of applause for Dirty Joe, please. Yes. Over to the far left. Holding down the first table. We've got some very beautiful handmade clothing over here. You might have seen it. If you haven't, it's right here. Made by our very own Seeds in the Corner. Big shout out. Yes. And the bees. There was something that came up recently. What was it? A name for it. Tae on keys, everybody. Uncle Vince, you got the one and only, the freak. Alien. On the drums. The right-hand man. Kalbin. Yeah. Big shout out to the Substation. This place is super dope. We're honored to be here. Big shout out to Citizen Joy for organizing all of this. Big shout out to my homies Cat Q over here. They're gonna be, if you haven't noticed, this is a plant themed kind of night, kind of party. And there's some plant goodies over there in the corner that you should walk away with. Definitely up with them. I have some plants here that should go home with all you guys. I would like to see these plants go home with us. Bring it down a little bit. So usually when I do these things, these performances, a lot of times I kind of just start playing and I don't stop until I'm done. And then I talk to you guys at the end. I'll say hello at the beginning and then I'll say goodbye at the end. In my personal life, I have lots of conversations with people. And when I heard about this event and the whole intention behind it, the listening room, I had already been sitting within myself with this idea of figuring out how I can connect more deeply to the audience when I'm performing. And the deepest way that I connect to the people that are closest to me is conversations. So I started thinking to myself, okay, what better way than to actually open myself up to conversation with the audience? But then this opportunity came around. I was like, oh, this thing called the listening room, where the intention is, it's supposed to be a room where the whole thing is listening. I was like, okay, maybe this is an opportunity for me to begin that. So I'm going to experiment that a little bit today. I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about some of my experience with plants, and some of the lessons that I've learned from them over the past year. Before I get into the plant, which I will do. So, yeah, I'm going to get into it. Plants found me at a time in my life where I was not really, I was not finding it in myself to really care for myself the ways that I deserved to be cared for. And I knew I needed to learn those lessons, but I knew I needed a teacher. I was looking for a mentor. And I dabbled in plants. I'm a nature boy. I love nature and animals and all that good stuff. And I moved into a home with a lot of my closest friends here. And I got a bunch of plants and I killed them all very fast. And I found myself last a year ago, okay, maybe I should go back to it. Like maybe there's still something I can learn. And I got these plants, and I started to take care of them, and I started to notice all these little growths and changes. I started to notice which intellectual, like a student. I'm a student of life in the student part, so I'm always studying, I'm always trying to learn more. And in the pursuit of just learning knowledge, I find sometimes I forget to actually apply it and actually give myself an opportunity to grow within it. Plants, taking care of and growing plants helped me realize that while I understood it really well, the idea of letting go of expectations, in practice I was actually very, very inexperienced. And this only came to me because, I was genuinely, I killed a few plants. And I was like, okay. I was expecting them to just grow. And then they didn't. And I was like, okay, well, something's gotta give. I have to give. And I wasn't. And I saw the consequences of that. And I was like, okay. I can't expect these plants to grow. They'll only grow if I take care of them. If I figure out the right conditions and I set them, figure out what. I began to, after letting go of all those expectations with my plants, after I started expecting them to grow, I started taking care of them, something amazing happened. There was this space for curiosity. I was noticing all these little things, all these little moments along the journeys of my plants' growths that I hadn't been noticing when I was just expecting them to grow. I was like, wow, every day there was something else for me to pay attention to. And it showed me, for the first time in my own personal life, how much expectation I actually apply to most of the things that are going on around me. And how little room I really need for curiosity and wonder to do what it's really supposed to do. And allow you to get closer to yourself and those around you. Plants was the beginning of that. I got to really see them for what they were, going to be from every stage of it. And it's a beautiful journey. And it's bittersweet because it also kind of makes it like painfully aware for me at the very least how where I'm failing to do that in some of my own personal relationships. Like my relationship with some of these plants. I could apply a lot of what how moving there with some of the people that are closest to us most of the time. And I think there's something really special in that. And I wish I had the opportunity to have further develop my connection to something like this way sooner, way earlier in my life. Well, unfortunately, I just didn't end up being the case. Well, that's one aspect. I'm not going to talk to you guys for too much longer. I hope I'm not boring anybody. That's one aspect of what I wanted to talk about today. Before I really got into the playing. The other aspect of what I wanted to talk about today was kind of what I learned about in my reconnection to plants and in me learning about the history of the plant. And why it took so long for them to find their way to it. There's a term I heard earlier on today that has kind of stuck with me about the history of our country in America. We have a very storied history. We have a very storied history here in this country. What does that mean? There's lots of stories context to shed a lot of light to how we ended up where we're at today. And that really stuck with me personally because, I'm an artist, and a lot of my closest friends, all of my closest friends, we're all artists. And we are all kind of, we have a lot of, we hold each other accountable for that, and like what that means. Have lots of conversations amongst each other about what that means. And the weight of the responsibility of what that means, not just to us, but also the world around us, and the generations that are coming after us. A story needs three storytellers. That's part of where we come from. Because if the story doesn't get told, a lot of times it gets lost. Okay, I have a question for everybody in the room. Raise your hand if you have ever seen a no trespassing sign. Yeah? You guys have never seen it? Yeah? If you leave the bad days, never seen a no trespassing sign. If you leave the bad days. No trespassing. That sign has been around as long as I've been alive. I see it everywhere. I see it in Home Depot. I go to Home Depot, buy no trespassing sign right now. Put it up on my yard and make sure I'm get the point across. I recently learned from an Instagrammer named Black Forager about the history. Yes, a big shout out there. The history of the no trespassing sign. Does anybody here know the history of the no trespassing sign? I didn't until recently. So, as many of you know, America is very deeply rooted in its history of slavery, and it was built upon the backs and arms and legs of lots of people who looked a lot like me. Now, in England, there's a very trespassing diagram. And back then, in the times of slavery, back when it was still allowed, you could be sentenced for trespassing in England to banishment to the Americas, to the American colonies. He was an English citizen. Now, the English people, they were kind of fed up with that. They're like, man, enough of this no trespassing. Get banished to the Americas. Who wants to do that? Right? And so they get here and they're like, man, away with this no trespassing. None of this. We're done with this. You can go where you want to go. The only place you can't go is inside my house. I can hop your fence. I can hunt your land. I can forage your land. Does anybody have any idea of when that changed? I will take guesses if anyone has a great guess. 1800s. It changed to the 1800s. After that, people were free from slavery. The conditions were free, and we're looking for a way for what we learned looking for a way. Our captains were looking for a way to keep those conditions going. Because all of a sudden now, we could support ourselves, and we had all these skills that we made ourselves develop foraging. And thus came the no trespassing signs. It came then to put that wall back up, to make sure that those conditions stayed the same after the laws have changed. And I was like, a year and a half, 2 years into my plant journey, trying to get bring the foraging, and I learned this, and I'm like, whoa, this is really wild. So my ancestors were like master foragers, and then all of that got cut off from me. That's why I haven't gotten the chance to learn it so now. That's why it's not to find its way back to me, because it was disconnected somewhere along the line. capacity side. For one, think about it. At least think about it. At least think about it. Be smart. Be smart. Think about it. But now you know where that came from. I can't speak to say, but it's obviously one of those signs now. I'm like, man, I was in LA a couple weeks ago, and I knew this story. And there was a lemon hanging off of a tree, and I grabbed it. And I felt the part of it that was like, ooh, this is like wrong. And I was like, wow. The other part of me that was also aware of the story and the history was like, wow. This wasn't wrong at a certain point. This became wrong at a certain point. Because people that looked like me became free. And that moment taught me a very important lesson. Because I took that lemon. It was a lemon tree. And it was probably the best lemon I've ever eaten in my life. Life gives you lemons. Take it. Figure out how to do it. So, on that note, I'm gonna play some music with my guys. We're gonna forage. We're gonna forage in the forest. Thank you for listening.
And all of the animals. And all of the animals.
I had something good. My name is Komai. Shout out to the Substation. Shout out to Citizen Joy for having us. Buy some of this phenomenal handmade merch over here by yours truly. And I hope you had a good and safe time in the jungle. I hope you learned something and I hope you get home safe. Stick around for the midnight morning. Wait, stick around for the midnight morning.
Don't give it up for Komai. Is anyone in the room hungry? Raise your hand. You hungry? You can eat? You hungry? If you're hungry, so we're gonna go over to midnight morning. Down the street. For a little appetizer. You hungry? A little bit? Okay. They got bar snacks. They got drinks. You can meet Komai and friends in person. You can meet me if you care. I'll be there. We got a DJ. It's gonna be lit. Did everyone get a chance to grab some seeds or some?
Wait. Before anybody leaves, please take one of those plants home. I grew them myself in my room, and I would love for all of you guys to take one home with you.
Yes, please.
If you want plant care instructions, please go over to the plant table, and please also go buy some from the plant table.
Appreciate everyone coming out to support music, to support the culture, to support communities, to support the substation.
They're all easy. They're all
I'm
easy.
going to be over at midnight morning, so I'll see you all over there in about 10 minutes. Peace.
Also, if you're interested in merchandise, we have 40 worldwide merchandise over here to the left. If you would like to partake before you leave. Also, this isn't my real voice, just saying.